Okay, so I ran out of time on my first video about box and whiskers to go through how to use the calculator. So the calculator can make your life a little bit easier with creating a box and whisker plot. Incidentally, you can also get to the mean by using this process. So this might make a few things in your life a little easier. So if you haven't had a chance to print off or you don't have a printer at home and you can't print off the notes, then please pause the video at any time here and make sure that you're writing these steps down so that you understand how to get this data. The first thing is going to be to enter the data into L1 and L2. And what we're going to be entering into L1 and L2 is when we've got a frequency chart. So let me skip ahead to the next page really quickly. So here I've got, again, from my class last year, I have the heights of the students. So height is in one column, frequency is going to be in your second column. So in this case, you would have your heights in L1 and your frequency would be in L2. And you're going to enter that in stat, and then you're going to go to edit. Now, the second step here is sorting the data. That's kind of optional. You don't really have to sort that data because the next step, step 3, is going to get you that 5-number summary that you need to be able to create a box and whisker plot. So in order to find that 5-number summary, you're going to go to Stat, you're going to select Calc, and then one variable stats. Now, on the next screen, I'll go through an example with you and I'll show you. I, on my computer, have an older version of the graphing calculator. It's probably like an 83. So I'm going to have a few different keystrokes than those of you who have the fancy calculators. You need to make sure that if you're going to be putting in a frequency list, that you're pulling that frequency list in. And that is this freq list. That stands for frequency list. So make sure that you're putting in whatever column it is that you're putting that into, most typically L2. Remember, if you ever mess up and delete something accidentally on your calculator, you can always get that back by clearing your memory or pressing that reset button on the back of your calculator. Now, the last part, if you want to actually physically see what that box and whisker would look like, you're going to go ahead and graph it. You'll want to cancel out anything that you currently have in your y equals portion of your graphing calculator. So delete any other like linear line, linear or exponential or whatever might be in there. Get rid of that. And then the way you'll view that, you've got to go in and turn on your stat plot, and then you have to select box and whisker plot. And then Zoom Stat will get you to that point of being able to check out the graph. And then you can use Trace to hop along and see that 5-number summary. So let's jump into an example so that I don't run out of time and I can show you exactly how to do this. So again, my first item here is to look at this frequency chart that I have. And my first question asks about the mean, median, and mode. So the calculator can help you with mean and median. It cannot help you with mode. But for mode, you would just need to look along the frequency chart and see that looks like 66 is the most frequent height. So our mode would be 66. Now to find my median and my mean, I'm going to jump over to my calculator. All right, so I've got my calculator. I'm going to turn it on. Quit out of there. Turn it on, and I'm going to go into Stat. And here I want to edit. Now I've already typed in my data into L1. So L1 is where I put my heights. L2 is where I put the frequencies. Once you're done with this, you can go ahead and close out of that screen. So I'm going to go to second and mode. So it's going to quit out of there. Now to pull in that data and to get my 5-number summary, I'm going to go back to Stat. I'm going to go over to Calc, and I'm going to select one variable stats. Now this is where my screen is going to look different than those of you who have the updated 84s. In this case, for you folks that have the 84s, you're going to have, it's going to say like, I don't know, let me see what, hang on a minute, going into my own calculator here. All right, you're going to have list and you're going to put L1 and then it's going to say frequency list or freq list. You're going to put L2 and then you're going to have to hit calculate. So again, make sure that your listing frequency list is L2. Now these older calculators, what we're going to have to do, we're going to say L1. So I'm going to do second and I'm going to do number 1. That pulls up L1 right here in yellow. And then I'm going to do the comma and then second, and then I'm going to select number 2 because that gives me L2. Okay, so now I can hit enter and here's some amazing data. For right now today, the only things I want to focus on, mean is right here. So this X bar, that gives me my mean. Now for my 5-number summary, I don't need mean. That's not part of a box and whisker plot. So that's not important to me today, but I just want to point out to you that mean is there. Here, N is 44, so that's telling me that I've got 44 data points, which is correct. So I feel good about that I got everything accounted for. I have my minimum as 61. It figures out my quartile 1 as 64. My median is 66. Quartile 3 is 69. And then my maximum should be 75. And sure enough, it is. So there's my 5-number summary. So if I just wanted to stop there and use that to create my box and whisker plot, I could. But I can also do that on my calculator. So I want to show you what that would look like on your calculator if you create the box and whiskers. Quite honestly, this data is probably the most important. So if you understand how to get to this, feel good about that. Don't worry if you can't understand or if you don't feel comfortable about figuring out how to graph a box and whiskers on your calculator. More likely you'll have to create one by hand. So anyway, let's go in and look at it if we were to try to graph it on our calculator. Again, we want to go into our y equals, make sure we don't have any equations in there to throw us off. And then I'm going to go into stat plot, which is just right above it. I'm going to go to second. And I'm going to go to stat plot. Now, plot 1, I need to turn on. Mine's already turned on, but let me hop in there. I'm going to hit enter. You want to make sure that you turn it on. So I'm going to hit enter when I'm at on. And then I'm going to need to go down to the type. That first one has just the dots, the points. That would have been good for what we were doing when we were plotting data, maybe in our very first unit of Unit 1 in the very beginning of the school year. Then we've got a histogram, which we'll talk about a little bit more later in the week. This next one that I'm highlighting here is a box and whiskers where outliers are shown with like little dots. And then the next one is when your outliers are included. So I'm going to go ahead and have my outliers excluded and just shown as dots. I'm going to hit enter there. Now the other important thing here is make sure that in your frequency you're pulling in L2 to tell it that you've got a frequency list. So I already have that accounted for. So again, you need an L1 here and L2 here. Now I can go ahead and graph it. I'm going to hit graph. Your graph might not show up when you do this. So what you need to do is go into Zoom and then go into Zoom Stat, and that'll bring you right to your graph. Now, once I have this graph, I can hit Trace, and I can just hop along and here at the bottom, it'll show me that my median is 66. My quartile 1 is 64. My minimum hopefully is 61. I'm going to hop back the other way, 69 for Q3, and my maximum is 75. So that's how we would use our calculator to be able to find our 5-number summary as well as create a box and whisker plot within our calculator. Let me know if you have any questions on any of this information. I hope you're all doing well.